It was like the walk of shame. I look creamy, normal JJC. Why I was dressed the way I was dressed. In front of the whole class. I'm supposed to be British. Sorry, British. Guys, hi people, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited about today's video. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on my channel, my name is Oma Ugu, the one, the only Oma Ugu, and I film about beauty, lifestyle, and vlogs. I'm very new here. I'm a YouTuber based in Enugu, Nigeria. That's pretty much everything about me. So yeah, welcome to my channel. From the title of this video, you can tell that it's going to be about my first day in uni. While I get ready, you guys will get ready with me. Yeah, so it's a get ready with me and chit chat kind of thing. So if you don't know, first of all, I school in UNN. So without talking too much and wasting your time, let's just get right into the video. So you guys, I lost a lot of clips, but I was basically saying how I was so excited to go back to school. I was up all night thinking, I couldn't sleep. I was celebrating. So I was legit celebrating like this until I got to my hostel. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I was a brother in secondary school. But when I got to my room, I wasn't understanding what was happening. My room was legit in front of the toilet, like the first room in front of the toilet. So I was like, what is happening? But there was nothing I could do. I slept, and then the next morning I woke up to prepare for my class. I prepared very early. I was so excited. I mean, I was so excited to meet people. I lost my way like 4 times, but I just kept going, and I finally got to my class. And the class went really well. I think the girl beside me, she became my friend. I was now checking on my WhatsApp group chat, like my department WhatsApp group chat, and I was just seeing different updates. Like I was in so many groups. So the next time I was seeing another class, so for 10 o'clock, I was so like confused. I went really late for that second one. I had to stand in front. If you know UNN or if you know any federal university, you will know that if you're late for a class, I'm sorry for you because you're in deep shit. So I was really late for that class and I had to stand in front. So this particular lecturer, he was teaching, and I was realizing that what he was teaching was a little bit familiar. I was like, okay, Sha, let me do I too sabi, that kind of thing. So I was in front of the class. The back was full, the seats were full, we were standing in front of the class. And this stand, I don't know how they call it pulpit like in church. The stand where the lecturer would just stay, rest his hands and like address the class. It was shut there in front of the class. The man was not using it. He left it by the side. So he was not teaching like going through the aisle of the class, coming back, going through and coming back. I'm like, nobody's using this thing and I need to write. So what am I going to do? I'm like, as a sharp babe, I was like, before somebody will carry before me, I pulled it closer to me in front. So I leaned on it, I put my book on it, and then I put my bag. So the man came back to the front of the class where we were, and he was like that we should leave the stand alone. And he rested on it and was talking. Then he left the stand and went back to the back of the class. So me, I'm like, nobody's using the stand. I need to write. And I put my book back on the stand and continue to write. So as he was teaching, I was like, this thing he's teaching is so similar to what I was taught in the morning. So I was like, maybe he doesn't know that they already taught us. From the back of the class, this man literally just stood up and started coming towards us in front, looking at all of us that were leaning on the stand. So he was not coming. All of us, we started running, like shifting from the stand because we did not want wahala. So me, I shifted fast and carried my bag. He walked fast to the front and he was like, you. I was like, God, my first day of school. What's your name? I was like, hey, God, my first day of school. My first day of school. I said, Amarobi. He was like, what department? I answered him. Your reg number? I didn't talk. I said, your reg number? I didn't talk. That's how this man came towards me in front of the whole class. My first day in school, me doing fine girl, fine babe. This man gave me a very heavy knock. Oh God! Oh God! Not even here, not even my forehead. He knocked me in front of the whole class and everybody started laughing. I was so embarrassed. I was so annoyed that I did not cry, like tears welled up in my eyes. I was so embarrassed and so disappointed in myself. So as this man kept on teaching, I was like, something is weird about this class. Something is wrong. He was just saying everything from my first class, word for word. And I'm like, no, this isn't right. And I asked somebody name me, I'm like, did you go for that first class? She was like, no, that this is our first class for today. I'm like, wait. Wait, hold on, wait. Apparently, I was in another class. I wasn't supposed to be in this class, for God's sake. It was like that knock just reset my brain. I was like, me and me. Hey! When the man went to the back of the class, I took my bag and I disappeared. So I started looking for the next venue. As I was walking out of the class and walking to my next venue, it was like the walk of shame, the perfect walk of shame. Like one step, I'm like, Norma, is this you? Norma, hey, Norma JJC, Norma JJC. And then I went for the second class, and yeah, I didn't miss that class. All thanks to God. Give me that chance tonight. I've been drinking more alcohol for the past 5 days. Did you check on me? Did you look for me? I walked in the room. So, that was how the whole walk of shame thing happened. And I went ahead to, what did I even go to do? I meant to do my hostel clearance after my classes for that day. Hostel clearance is like registration for the hostel you got admitted to, something like that. I got all my documents ready. I went to this woman's office, and the first thing she told me was why I was dressed the way I was dressed. And tell me what I was wearing. If you know me personally in school, you know that I wear polos and jeans. That's like the highest thing I can wear. And I'm very sure that that day I was wearing jeans and a polo like this. But the thing is that the jeans were a little bit ripped. So when I say ripped, the jeans were ripped, but you couldn't see my skin. It still had like material under the whole ripped stuff. She now asked me like, why was I dressed the way I was dressed? I was just so confused. So I was so, I'll be back when I do my brows. So in 3, 2, yeah. So as I was saying, I was so confused. I was like, what do my trousers have to do with my trousers? What do my trousers have to do with like me coming to sign something in my hostel, for God's sake? Not even in a proper office, my hostel. I was like, God, this is not what they told me about uni. And I was like, ma, you can barely see my skin. Other women in the office were like looking at her like, what is your problem with this girl? We finished with that one. She was like, where are your documents? I was like, look at them. She was not like, okay, in short, I'm on break. You're going to come back later. Let me eat. Say yes, go outside and wait. Let me eat. I'll call you back. This woman entered the office and she locked the door. Other women were looking at me like, you don't deserve this. Like other women, like her colleagues in the office, but she was like the head. I kept waiting. I was very tired. But I still ate. I wanted to say I hadn't eaten, but I still ate. In my first year, I will still eat because my food is very important. So I was just tired. I was like, God, why me? After like an hour or 2 hours, she opened her office. She was like, where are those documents? So I'm like, ma, look at them. She now looked at everything. Everything was complete. I was looking at her like, what is going to be a problem now? She was not like, this passport is too small. It's too small. Onyesegi, this type of passport. I'm like, hey, God.
I don't want to go to school again. Get to sit.
She said, go back and go and retake a passport. I went back and I took another passport. I came back to this woman. She saw everything. She was not like, man, why would the passport have white background? I've been and read. I don't know what it was. But she was not like, the color of the background is not supposed to be. I should go and retake another one. And come back that I was not supposed to use was it red background or be white background. I'm like, ma. At that point, like tears welled up in my eyes again for the second time that day. I was like, God, you see these devils. The devils after my life. Tell them you didn't see me. So I went back and I retook passports again. And I came back to this woman. I was like, ma, look at my documents. I was like, I beg, just sign what you want to sign. Let me just go. And that was how this woman signed what she was supposed to sign for me. I was like, Shay, you are finished signing. You cannot unsign. I saw something that day. So that was how I got knocked in a class that I had no business with whatsoever, and how I also got bullied by, I think I would say this man bullied me because she bullied me because I don't know what I did to that woman till today. Please, if my story made sense, if you should have followed me in the whole story thing, please tell me, was I bullied? Was I wrong? What did I do? So yeah, let me do my makeup and then I'll be back to conclude. We've come to the end of this video. Look at how I'm looking like a snack. This makeup is giving what it's supposed to give. I look yummy. I look creamy. See, if you watched up to this point, call me Oriako in the comment section because it's not easy. Call me Oriako. Call me Atalugo. Call me. I'm even supposed to change my accent because all this beautiful Igbo accents. No, 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 no. I'm supposed to be British. Sorry, British. So yes, I like how this makeup turned out. We all did this together. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched up to this point and you haven't subscribed, you are the problem of Nigeria. Sorry, I'm so sorry, but it's not fair. How can you see all of this goodness, all this vibe, and you don't want to subscribe? Eh? Don't allow your village people to be after your life. Oh. Subscribe to this channel and subscribe to goodness, subscribe to good life, subscribe to a beautiful 2020. I'm not sounding like all these Nigerian pastors. I don't care, but please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Tryna make it